Hello again, welcome back to Illegally Cited, the YouTube channel. This is BGFH. And before we get started here, I just want to do one quick housekeeping thing. I promise it'll be much quicker than last time. Basically, if you visited the channel lately, you may have noticed that the quick look videos have changed. The titles have changed to be they're now titled Low Vision Spotlight. And thanks to Jawbreaker, you've seen him or heard him in other videos so far. After uploading that last Rogue Legacy video, we just talked about it a little bit and came up with a few ideas. And like I said, I have a real hard time naming things or coming up with interesting names and stuff. So yeah, together we just kind of hammered it out and came up with something that I actually really kind of like. So from here on in, that's what they're going to be. Thanks again to Jawbreaker for that help. And I do have a few other formerly known quick look videos recorded already, so if you hear mention of that in future content, it's just because they were already recorded. So with that out of the way, enough of this housekeeping business. Now we'll actually go on to the real housekeeping of this video. Yes, that'll make sense shortly. So have you ever wondered, my question is, so as we get in here, have you ever wondered what happens after the big battles in a lot of these modern or a lot of these action games, Doom 3, BioShock, Gears of War, Dead Space, any of these big games where, the Serious Sam series that I've covered, what happens after these ginormous battles? You got Marines and soldiers and aliens and mutants and God only knows what else. You're fighting in these buildings and space stations and spaceships and wherever else it is. What happens after the battle? Obviously you can't be left like that forever. What happens? Who has to clean up this mess? Well, apparently we do. The game we're looking at here today is called Viscera Cleanup Detail. And I just found out about this when listening to a podcast yesterday. I'll give them a quick plug here. Gamers with Jobs Conference Call is what it was called. GWJ Conference Call. Just do a search for them on your favorite podcast catcher or iTunes or Google or whatever. But the concept just sounded so funny to me, and just listening to them talk about it, I had to check it out. So I've never been in here before, and we're just going to dive right in. Play game. Okay, so we got a little bit of... yeah. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, apparently, first-person game, uses the Unreal Engine, the old Unreal logo that came up when I started this, and I'm in, a typical modern video game setting. Looks like a space station, looks like something I would find in like Doom 3 or Dead Space right now. But apparently I have not a gun, but a mop. A mop. And I've got this big old pile of blood or pool of blood here, and ooh, body parts. Yay. So, one would think, there we go. Alright, we're mopping it up. Ooh, there's more body parts. Nice. Oh, okay, and now I'm making it worse because my mop is dirty. Which would lead me to believe, what do we got over here? Oh, okay. What a load. Nice. I'm thinking that's... here we go. This looks like a... Okay, yep. Sloshomatic. Fair enough. So, how do I... Okay, looks like I cleaned it. Oh, okay. Now I got my gloved hands, so I can actually, like, I'm switching weapons. I can switch. So, let's say, can I pick it up? I can. Alright. So, let's take ye old Mop Bucket and set it down over here. And then let's take one of these go. And, oh man, this thing is a lot more jittery than the Mop Bucket. The Mop Bucket seems to be pretty good, but this thing is like, it seems like I gotta move really slow, otherwise it just goes crazy. Okay, oh, bullet casings, that's nice. So, and I have to pick them up one at a time? I can't just... Oh, weird. Okay, that's really tedious. So one of the things, you know, they were mentioning on that Gamers with Jobs podcast that I was listening to when they brought this up, and they brought up a couple of other ones, like there's, somebody tried this one and I have to look up what it is. Apparently there's this weird like vacuum cleaner, like Roomba, those little automated vacuum cleaners you can get. There's somebody made this like Roomba vacuum cleaner simulator thing, and again that just sounds like this really weird concept, and you know, who knows, maybe I'll take a look at that too at one point here on the channel, just for something weird to look at. But you know, one of the things that they had talked about is just what kind of crazy things, crazy or just completely monotonous, oh geez, ooh, okay, there we go. What kind of crazy things can they get us to do in a video game? Or what, you know, I mean, everyone is really, a lot of people, you hear a lot of people saying, even myself included to some degree, what the hell is that? Oh, okay. Oh, geez. You know, that, yeah, we want something more than just the, you know, like, there should be more to games than just shooting things, you know, swords or guns or, you know, what else can we do with the games? I mean, you know, there are movies that aren't always about shooting. Maybe they have a good story in them, you know, maybe, you know, there's movies about everything now. And the technology and the, you know, just the gaming medium in general has just, it's progressed to the point where, you know, I think we can start exploring some of that more. And, you know, obviously something like this, EA or Activision or, you know, some of the, you know, Ubisoft, one of these mainstream AAA developers is probably not gonna make something like this crazy. Get in there. Haha, there we go. And so, but you're seeing a lot of the just really interesting concepts with these indie games, you know, I mean, not just like cleaning and really weird, but just even, you know, you take a typical platformer or a shooter, something for that matter, and you're just seeing a lot of really interesting twists on that. I mean, look at Rogue Legacy. They take this roguelike and Castlevania thing and make it into this pretty hard and but pretty addictive little game. Since recording that video, I've played it a lot since then, and I'd still like to play more, except for the bosses are becoming a real pain in the ass now. Really, I can get farther in the castle, but I still suck at the bosses. Actually, what I'm wondering, we've got this big old puddle of blood here. I'm wondering if they... Nice! Yeah, they do. I was going to say this is an alpha version if I haven't said that already. But I was curious what would happen if I walked through it. So, like, I'm trying to clean this place up. But what happens if I walk through, like, this major pool of blood? And it does, you do have footprints to deal with then. Nice touch. Nice touch. Alright. What is that? Another, some kind of jib we got going on over here. But, yeah, I mean, just all these indie games and stuff. Even smaller, you know, mainstream developer games like the Walking Dead series that I haven't covered on the channel yet. But, really cool what they've done with adventure. It's not just the typical, you know, adventure games a lot of times were like, you know, kind of comedy things like the Monkey Island, the Sam & Max, the, you know, a lot of those types of things, but they really took a really popular, you know, the whole zombie apocalypse thing and made something really awesome. What we got over here? Ah, more blood. Jeez. But it's just really weird that it's really odd to me, even just while I'm playing this right now, that, okay, it's a weekend right now. I really should be maybe cleaning my apartment, maybe vacuuming, maybe clean up my bathroom a little bit or something. But instead, let's clean up weird virtual, action game body parts and throw them in a bucket. Because I guess why not? And that's one of the things that they were trying to get across in this podcast is like, the Roomba thing and this thing, and what other crazy things can a developer make us do if they call it a simulator, or if they, how can they get us to do these really just weird tasks that you would never really think of in a game? You've got on Steam right now, the summer sale is still going on right now, and there's been like the farming simulator. There's been the what I think is called Euro Truck Simulator. You're just driving a big rig, and it's not arcadey or anything. It's supposed to actually be really kind of realistic, and it's like kind of mundane in a way. But I guess if you're realistically, you can't afford a big rig and you kind of want at least somewhat of an experience of doing that, they got you covered, I guess. I don't really know why somebody would want to be like, well, I want to be a janitor and I want to like pick up body parts, or or just I want to virtually mop the floor of a building or whatever. It's really weird. And oddly, this is kind of gamey. It's, you have to watch how dirty your mop is. Oh man, that is really dirty now. That is really bloody. Okay, I think if I remember when I watched the little trailer video, I think there's like, actually let me grab that again. But it is really gamey because, don't you dare spill. I wonder if I can spill this by accident. Okay, I can't go anywhere that way. I haven't even looked around this space station at all, just to see what's around. Is there like a sink that I can dump this in, or... I think I remember seeing in the video that there was like an incinerator somewhere. I hear fire. That's a promising sign. Aha, here we go. Okay, set you down real quick and try not to knock you over. Alright, pick you up. There we go. Easy. Can I just dump it in, or do I just... Alright, I guess I just chuck it in. Hopefully I can get another mop bucket. Let's see, let's go back over here again. But yeah, so look at this. It's really mundane, but I'm still trying to figure out the systems of the game and how everything works, and there is sort of kind of a game to it. And I'm still playing this just because I'm curious how it works. Okay, so I got a new mop bucket. And I think, yeah, I was cleaning stuff over here. Oh, man. Okay, let's dump you there. There we go. Clean the old mop out. Now it's not bloody anymore. There we go. Like that. And we got more jibs. So I think I'll pick up these couple here, and then I'll see if I can go dump... Okay, yeah, because this is getting pretty full. So I'm guessing I have to go probably dump this in the incinerator. And actually, before I do that, I want to see if... Yoink! There we go. So the other one I could generate more of the... Come here. Get over there. Can I generate... There we go. Alright, so I can get more buckets, so... Basically, I think what I gotta do is just go dump this thing, pick it up very carefully, Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta be careful. Jeebus. No, don't you dare tip over. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. What the hell? Okay, this is... Yeah, this is... What the... Oh, shit. Okay, this is alpha, guys, but, the physics on this, bucket are a little crazy. So... It seems really tippy. I'll see. I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can get this. We'll see if we can get this bucket over to the incinerator without completely dumping its contents everywhere, like I just did. So I know there's still got to be more here. Here we go. This is really dumb. I'm sitting here playing this weird video gamey janitor simulator, and the difference is I'm not just picking up my loose papers and whatever real life things. Instead, I'm picking up body parts from an action game. Alrighty then. They should have like a bucket that has wheels on it where you can just push it. Or something, because... Okay, Giblet, you go in there. Okay, now, how do I grab this thing without it completely... Ah, no! Son of a bitch! Okay, guys, we're not going to do that. Oh, man, I like the bucket so much better. This container thing is a pain. We're not going to go and put all this in the incinerator because I'm not doing that all over again. But I think to wrap things up, what I'll do is I will just clean my mop here, and I'll just walk around the rest of the space station here, or whatever this place is, spaceship, space station, and just see how big this environment is, if there's any kind of other gameplay elements to it, because I honestly don't know right now. I think it is sort of interesting that when I can do this, or I hit the right mouse button, I can do this weird, like, almost like an attack or a hit kind of thing. So I'm wondering if they're going to add more elements later, like, you know, maybe, you know, how you get, like, rats and insects or things like that, or they're all, you know, drawn to garbage and things like that. I wonder if we'll have to fight, like, mutant, you know, beat-off mutant space mice and space rats or something. Weird mutant things that are just going to feed on all this viscera. And, or if, like, there'll be a bunch of rats later on and, like, they'll come and bite you and then you have to beat them off with the mop or something. I have no idea. But it sounds like something that theoretically, I guess, could happen or could be in the game, but yeah, this is just definitely one of the weirdest gameplay concepts I've seen in a while. I kind of get a kick out of it. It's, like I said, there is some game to it. Holy crap, how do you get... How in the hell did you get blood way up there? Okay. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, just one of the weirdest concepts I've seen. Like I said, I heard about it on the podcast and had to check it out just because it sounded so weird and so different to me. So we got these hallways here. I don't know what that means or what that does, but... Oh, there's... Oh, okay, you can open both sides. Okay. Can I pick these up? Hey, I can. Okay. These are... Actually, before I do that, can I jump on them? Okay, they're high enough, so... I guess I could move these crates around if I needed to, like, get up high and try to clean blood off the ceiling or something somewhere. Maybe there's little skittering or flying creatures that the dudes had to shoot at one point. Instead, I'm going to see if I can start this on fire. Yeah! There we go. Picking up the obligatory crate. Chuck this one too. There we go. Let's see, what do we got over? Oh, barrels. I wonder if... That'd be funny if there were red barrels. You know, in most action games you find these red barrels in the environment where, you know, you shoot them and they can explode dudes, and they're just... Inexplicably, there are red barrels everywhere so you can explode guys. That'd be really funny if there were different colored barrels and they had different attributes. So, like, you're trying to clean this up and maybe you're going to incinerate some of these or something, but the red ones would explode, or, like, they'd say, oh, yeah, like, we got a, like, what are these green ones here? Maybe these were, like, had hazardous poisonous things in there, and then, like, if you put it in there, you had to run away real quick because it's all poisony and you can't breathe when you're near it or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking of weird things that would make this like a little more gamey and just really even more odd. But there is definitely something, even just the fact of that you're playing this janitor in a game, that is something I really didn't expect. So, really kind of a weird, interesting concept. You can just do a Google search for Viscera... I just went stupid. What the heck is it called now? Viscera Cleanup Detail. And the website, there's the developer website. You can get the alpha version freely available now. This is what I'm playing. And you can also go to Steam and go to the green light section and look it up there, and if this looks something like you'd want on Steam, you could vote for it. Oh, I'm dirty again. You could vote for it in the Steam greenlight, and hopefully it'll get on Steam. And if I remember correctly, on the developer's webpage, you can, I believe it's $5. You could pre-order it and get access to future builds and stuff like that. And then they said if you do pre-order it, I did look at it a little bit, and I think if I remember correctly, if you pre-order it there, and if it does get greenlit on Steam, they will give you a Steam code to redeem as well. So, yeah, this is Viscera Cleanup Detail. So far, I mean, the game mechanics are, you know, they're surprisingly, you're doing mundane things, but the surprisingly, I mean, the gameplay itself is pretty straightforward and kind of gamey, but it still makes sense. The only thing I don't like right now is this stupid thing here. This stupid thing that just goes apeshit every time I try to move it around. The physics on it are a little wonky, and I think it would be a little better if it wasn't quite as jittery and spastic as it is right now, because if I put stuff in there, I think it's just gonna, maybe it's just because they're trying to simulate it being heavy and you got all this crap in there and whatnot, but at the same time, like I said, maybe have one on wheels that I can just roll, or at least not make it quite so, like I said, I grab the thing. Yeah, I think the more is in there, I think they jostle around, and it... So, I don't know, maybe there is a gameplay element to that too, and I'm just not good at it, so... Anywho, yeah, this has been Viscera Cleanup Detail. Hope you guys enjoyed this weird one, and until next time, I will talk to you guys later.